So right now we have a situation that requires us to set up an equation using compound interest when we have an annual interest rate. So our situation is as follows. Dejanique invests $1,000 in an account with an annual interest rate of 10.3% compounding monthly. So we have all this information. We want to plug all that information into our equation. This is the equation we use when we're calculating compound interest. Okay, so y equals the principal times 1 plus the rate over the frequency to the power of the frequency times x. Okay, that's a lot of variables, so we're going to dissect this equation and we're going to put it in here. Okay, so first the p. I'm going to rewrite this equation. The p stands for principal. That is another way of saying the start. How much is Dejanique starting with? Well, she's starting with $1,000. $1,000. So I'm going to write, instead of p, I'm going to write 1,000. The principal is what she's starting with. And in an exponential function, the start is what we put in front of the change multiplier anyways, so that makes sense. Okay? Now we're going to write 1. The 1 represents the 100% that Dejanique is starting with. She's going to be adding more stuff later, but she's starting with 100% of her money. So 1 is decimal form for 100%. Plus R over N. The rate is R. What is the annual interest rate? The annual interest rate is 10.3%. But we're not going to write the percent form in the equation. We're going to write it in decimal form. When we have a number that's in percent form, to make it into decimal form, you can either divide this number by 100 or move the decimal point 2 to the left. So whichever method we use, it becomes 0.103 over the frequency. The frequency is n. How often is it compounding? And it compounds every month. Okay, so how many months are there in a year? There is, I hope, usually 12 months. So I'm going to write a 12 underneath the fraction, close my parentheses. The n appears again in the exponent, so it's to the power of, there's 12 months in a year, unless I'm mistaken, 12 times x. Okay, and that is how we calculate, or excuse me, not calculate, but that's how we set up an equation using compound interest.